Okay, I get it. You didn't like my Sork Tour joke, and you sure let me have it. I got like 6 or 7 comments about it. For some reason, one of my least serious videos that I've ever made in my life has become my most watched. If I knew so many people would see it, I would have worn some pants. I've been thinking ever since that video, there are many more duos that could have secret third options, but how many trios are there that would have secret fourth options? Well, we got Girl Cloud in Pokemon Legends Arceus, so I don't think it's entirely far-fetched that we could see more of these in the future. There are very minimal non-legendary trios out there, but I managed to find 3 that I could draw a new member for. Funny that I have 3 trios in the trio video. Actually, it's not that funny at all. It's very standard. The first trio I'm making a new member for is the, humanoid trio. I don't really know what to call these guys. The elemental Gen 1 creatures, I guess. Each member of this trio is based on yokai and other divine beings from Japanese folklore. Jinx is a Yuki Onna, which is a Japanese snow spirit. Electabuzz is an Oni drawing close inspiration to Raijin, a god of thunder. And Magma is a Karura, which are depicted as being a race of fire-breathing birds. You know, just lovely, not nightmare fuel. As you can see on my screen, I already have a basic sketch drawn of the fakemon for this video. I did these initial designs on Twitch where everyone was able to pitch in with their design ideas and also give me live feedback. You should follow me on Twitch so you can join in on all the fun too. Shark the Human over on Twitch made a very good suggestion that a 4th member of this group could be based on their Kasa Obaki, which is a yokai that are often depicted as umbrellas. Based on my very surface level limited Wikipedia research, you know the drill. I'm led to believe that these aren't haunted umbrellas, rather they are the next form of umbrella. Like, umbrellas aren't possessed to become these creatures, it's simply just their next form of existence. Kinda want a pet umbrella now, like I see them more as creatures, weirdly. Anyways, I actually have the scrapped Mega Evolution for Jinx as some visual inspiration here because I think it could help me make a design that feels fitting with the other 3, but also kind of more modern. Electabuzz and Magma evolve, but Jinx doesn't, so I do think it would be cool to have another unevolving girly to join the squad. Also, yeah, this umbrella is a girl because I said so. The body shape wasn't terribly difficult to come up with, but the face took some time. Kasa Obaki typically have 1 eye, 1 leg, and a very long tongue, so I'm kind of trying my best to work with that. I also want the design to fit in well with the other 3. It needs to resemble its inspiration closely, but at the same time we need it to be somewhat humanoid, which I think I can muster if I draw its limbs correctly. The eye and tongue look really great actually. The other's eyes are simply just white eyes with the dot pupils, so I'm keeping that going. For my legs, I don't want to do 1 leg, I want it to be bipedal, but in saying that, I can appreciate that the source material very rarely does this, and so I'm compromising by having these 2 legs just be very, very close together. It's standing like a pencil, a very diligent pencil. Finally, we have the arms, which are in this interesting pose. It's the same posing I found on the artwork of Kasa Obaki in its many depictions. It weirdly reminds me of a scarecrow, or that inflatable man thing you see at car dealerships, both equally as scary. To be honest, it's not vibing, so I'll have its arms straight out instead. The more I revise this design, the more it kind of looks like a cheerleader. Go sports, I think. Also, side tangent, did you know that cheerleading is a predominantly American sport? I was watching a TV show and in it there was like this high school basketball team and the cheerleaders were doing their cheering during the game. And I always thought they did it before the game, like a pre-game show or something. It just made me realize that I knew nothing about cheerleading. And then I thought, I've never actually seen cheerleading in real life. And then I went, do we even have it? Turns out we don't. How have I gone this long without ever realizing that? Anyways, tangent over, so sorry. I decided to play into this and make it look like a cheerleader. I realize that it makes very little sense, but the whimsy is alive and I had fun making it, so what are you gonna do? Apart from subscribe to my channel, you should subscribe. Also, I've been getting like progressively more congested as I record this video. I don't know why, I don't know what's wrong with me, been having a rough week. Okay, next creature is a Gen 5 monkey, and if you don't like the Gen 5 monkeys, then grow up. They're adorable. Hey, look, I get it. I wasn't a fan of them either. They used to really creep me out, but then one day, as I was playing Pocket Monsters Bruh and Why, I was just kind of staring at the Pansear that my Nuzlocke forced me to catch and thought to myself, huh, you're not too shabby. Anyways, it then got killed in a cave. When it comes to adding a fourth elemental monkey into the mix, there really is only one type that I feel truly makes sense for the group, and that's electric. I mean, think about it. It's the fourth typing that Dragon resists alongside Grass, Water, and Fire. It's Pikachu's type, who is the fourth ever starter Pokemon, first partner Pokemon, and it's an element. It just kind of makes sense, you know? Each monkey has their fun little hairdo, so my one is gonna have a mohawk. I think that's pretty electrifying. Did I use that right? I don't know. I've never seen the movie. The ears are the only part so far that are making me question this design. Like, they do look just fine, but I'm perhaps a touch worried that they're a touch too minimal. I said touch too many times. It doesn't sound like a word anymore, even though I just said it only twice. What are we talking about? Oh, right, the ears. I'm having doubts, but it's okay. I'll power through and see how they look in the end. Drawing crossed arms is really not that fun. In fact, it's pretty dang difficult. I actually had to search a reference so that I could double check if I'm doing it right. You might be wondering, what is the evil we're preventing with this one? Well, according to my Twitch chat, the secret fourth option is to do no evil, which makes sense. It's more like an overarching conclusion to the whole saying, you know? I think it fits very well. Keeping in line with the restaurant inspiration, I gave my guy an apron and then I went over to Panpaw so that I could do some warping to ensure the body and head are the correct proportions. I don't want it to look completely off compared to the other three. That would upset me greatly. Now it is time for coloring. The flesh is the same color as the other three monkeys and its fur is a golden yellow with red ear fur. The final touch was to adjust the eyelids so that it was more aesthetically in line with Pansear's, who's the only other one of the trio that's got their eyelids down halfway. Now for the final fourth guy, we have a Hitmon creature. The other three are based on some form of fighting. Hitmonlee is a kicking Pokemon, its name based on Bruce Lee. Hitmonchan is a punching Pokemon, its name is based on Jackie Chan. And Hitmontop is a Pokemon whose moves resemble that of capoeira, which is a martial art that, fun fact, I did as a kid. Hitmontop is not named after a famous person, so neither is my guy. Honestly, my Hitmon isn't even really based on a fighting style or a fighting move. It's actually based on a former Olympic sport, breakdancing. Honestly, like, the fact that I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty happy with this design, I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of tricky to make something that I feel like had the correct essence of a Hitmon, but we did get there in the end. It's very Tyrogue coded, which is kind of an essential design trait. I think it also really helps that the other Hitmons are pretty visually diverse. Really the only thing that very much links them together is that they loosely share a color palette and limb style. Hitmonchan and Hitmontop have ball hands and Hitmonlee has a claw with 3 fingers, so to keep things balanced, I gave my Hitmon a claw with 3 fingers. This is one of the big benefits to having a secret fourth option. You can even out some of the asymmetry within the Pokemon world. How lovely. The colors weren't terribly difficult to come up with, but this is very much a case where my color blindness kind of gets in the way and it sort of makes me take a direction I probably wouldn't have gone down if I could just see the damn colors correctly. I really didn't want to use a brown that was more like the other Hitmons because the low contrast against the green of the shirt makes me see the two colors as near identical when I clearly know from basic color theory that they are very, very different. I know it's a personal issue, but part of what I want out of my designs is to choose colors that most people won't have a horrible time trying to distinguish between. So instead I went for a light red that teeters closer to a pink tone, which to me as a red-green colorblind person weirdly isn't super similar, and I feel it complements the yellow very nicely, or orange, or whatever it is. I don't know. Alrighty, just like that, we have fourth options for all three guys in each of these three groups of 3 Pokemon. I also just said 3 times, and then I just said it twice, and then I just said twice once, and once. I guess you could call me the onceler. Firstly, we have Umbrung, the Umbrella Pokemon, and a Ghost Fairy type. It has the abilities Curse Body and Limber, and it is the counterpart to Jinx, Electabuzz, and Magmar. Umbrung are nocturnal hunters that eat darkness so that they can see at night. Even though it has 2 legs, it cannot walk. To move around, Umbrung needs to hop. Next, it is Panzap, the Quick Heat Pokemon, and an electric type. It has the Gluttony ability, and its hidden ability is Static. It is the counterpart to Pansage, Pansear, and Panpour. It doesn't need to charge its electrical attacks. The power it releases is instantly generated. A very fast Pokemon, Panzap can cook anything in the blink of an eye. And finally, it's Hitmonbreak, the dancing Pokemon, and a fighting type. It has the very predictable ability Dancer, and its other ability is Hustle. It evolves from Tyrogue starting at level 20 if speed is its highest stat. Even though it is a capable fighter and can hit hard, Hitmonbreak is terribly clumsy. It would rather dance than fight. If it needs to attack, it might lose its rhythm and fall over. I kind of want to say that. Does that make me a horrible person? Oh, and what's this? A secret 4th Pokemon? That's right, we have Piwaquatro, the Bloom Pokemon, and a grass flying type. It has the abilities Pressure and Seed Sower, and it is the counterpart to Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. A legendary bird Pokemon that is said to grow entire forests with seeds it makes from its wings. Piwaquatro is a legendary bird Pokemon that can control flora. Its feathers are made of an evergreen foliage. Because of this, every forest it visits will become greener. So there we have it, 3 new Pokemon for 3 trios plus a secret 4th option. I hope you like them. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching my video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every single Fakemon Friday or Saturday if you live in Mirage Island, just like this guy. Thank you, and a secret 4th thank you to all of our lovely channel members. I really appreciate all of your support. You are the secret 4th option to the starter trios, a secret 4th game in the Gen 3 Hoenn series. If there was a new Lati, it would be called Lati Us. I don't know if any of that made sense, but please take it all as a form of endowment. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Goodbye, and a secret 4th goodbye.